What if everything you've been told about discipline is wrong? What if the reason you're not achieving your goals has nothing to do with motivation, talent, intelligence, or luck? And what if I told you that discipline isn't something you were born with? It's something you build through suffering. Because here's the brutal truth nobody wants to hear. The people you admire don't wake up every day feeling motivated. They don't feel inspired. They don't feel excited. Most days they don't even want to do the work, but they do it anyway. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why discipline is the one skill that can completely transform your life, and why most people will never develop it. Stay until the end, because the final lesson may completely change how you think about success forever. Every year, millions of people set goals. I'll get fit. I'll start that business. I'll learn a new skill. I'll change my life. For a few days, they're excited. For a few weeks, they're motivated. And then reality arrives. The alarm clock rings at 5 a.m. The gym feels uncomfortable. The work becomes boring. Progress becomes invisible. And suddenly the dream doesn't feel exciting anymore. This is where most people quit. Not because they aren't capable, not because they lack potential, but because they were relying on motivation. And motivation is one of the most unreliable forces on earth. Motivation is a visitor. Discipline is a resident. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. The problem is that social media has convinced us that successful people are somehow different, that they wake up energized every day, that they love every minute of the grind, that success is glamorous, but that's not reality. The reality is much darker and much more powerful. The biggest lie you've ever been told is this: do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Sounds beautiful, but it's dangerous, because even if you love something, there will be days when you hate doing it. Athletes don't always want to train, writers don't always want to write, entrepreneurs don't always want to work, students don't always want to study. The difference is simple. Average people act based on feelings. Successful people act based on commitments. Read that again. An average people follow their mood. Successful people follow their mission. And that's where discipline begins. Not when you're excited, not when you're inspired, not when everything is going your way. Discipline begins when you don't want to do something, and you do it anyway. That's the moment your future changes. Because every time you choose action over emotion, you're strengthening a muscle most people never develop, the discipline muscle. But here's where it gets even more brutal. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're addicted to comfort. And once you understand this, you'll never look at your habits the same way again. Your brain has one primary job: to keep you safe. Not successful, safe. Thousands of years ago, this helped humans survive. Today, it keeps people stuck. Every time you face something difficult, your brain whispers, do it tomorrow. Take a break. You're tired. You deserve a reward. Just one more episode. And slowly, comfort becomes a prison. The scary part? Most people don't even realize they're trapped, because comfort feels good. Comfort feels harmless. Comfort feels normal. Until years pass, and they realize they never became the person they wanted to be. Think about it. Nobody ruins their life overnight. It's the small decisions. The extra hour scrolling. The skipped workout. The postponed project. The delayed dream. Day after day, month after month, year after year. Discipline is simply the ability to choose what you want most over what you want right now. And that is becoming a rare skill in a world designed to distract you. Here's another truth nobody talks about. Success is incredibly boring. Social media shows the victory, the money, the trophies, the applause, but it hides the repetition. The boring mornings, the routine, the consistency, the thousands of ordinary days that created the extraordinary result. People think success comes from massive actions. It doesn't. It comes from small actions repeated relentlessly. One workout, one page, one sales call, one video, one improvement, repeated for years. The problem is that humans crave excitement, but discipline thrives in repetition. The people who win aren't necessarily smarter. They simply became comfortable doing boring things longer than everyone else. That's the secret, not intensity, consistency, not perfection, repetition, not motivation, discipline. Most people think discipline is restrictive. They think it takes away freedom. The truth is the opposite. Discipline creates freedom. Financial freedom comes from disciplined money habits. Physical freedom comes from disciplined health habits. Mental freedom comes from disciplined thoughts. Business freedom comes from disciplined work. Without discipline, you're controlled by your emotions, your impulses, your distractions, your fears, your excuses. And if your emotions control your actions, your future becomes unpredictable. But when discipline takes control, everything changes. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop depending on motivation. And that's when real growth begins. Because confidence isn't built by thinking, it's built by keeping promises to yourself. Every time you do what you said you'd do, you become stronger. You trust yourself more. You become harder to stop. One day you'll wake up, and you'll either be proud of the person you've become or haunted by the person you could have been. That day is coming for all of us. The question is, what are you doing today that your future self will thank you for? Because discipline isn't about becoming perfect. It's about refusing to quit. It's about showing up when nobody's watching. It's about doing the work when there is no reward. It's about believing in your future before you can see the results. Remember this, the pain of discipline lasts a moment. The pain of regret lasts a lifetime. Years from now, nobody will remember how difficult it was, but you will remember whether you kept going. And that decision starts today. Right now, with the next action you take after this video ends. If this message resonated with you, don't just watch it. Apply it. Choose one thing you've been avoiding. One task, one habit, one goal. And take action on it today. No excuses, no waiting, no perfect moment. Because discipline isn't built tomorrow. It's built now. If you're committed to becoming stronger, leave a comment below. I choose discipline. And if you want more videos that challenge your mindset, strengthen your mental toughness, and help you unlock your true potential, subscribe to Motivational Force and turn on notifications. Because your future is being built by the choices you make today. And the next video might be exactly what you need to hear.